What is going on, beautiful people? I hope and pray that y'all are just doing incredibly well today. So, on this video, I want to talk about what I would be doing if I was getting started brand new in 2025 in real estate investing, knowing what I know now. So, you're not going to want to miss this. All right. Now, I do have to do the as hit that like button, subscribe, share it, turn on the notifications, all of those things that every single YouTube content creator asks you to do. Please do it. Let's make a kingdom impact that goes way beyond just us. And so when you do that, it definitely shares these videos and it means the absolutely world, not just to me, but other people who are enjoying this content as well. Now, let's dive into this. So, when I think about the start that I had when I got started in real estate investing, I started out cold calling. I was hammering the phones for hours and hours and hours and hours at a time. And it ended up working out very well for me, right? And so I just thought about and I reflect what really helped me take those quantum leaps in my real estate investing business. And if I had to sum it up really quickly, the first thing would be getting laser focused. Okay. If you notice, I said I was cold calling for hours and hours and hours at a time. All right. And so I guess the point that I'm trying to make here is is I need you to lock in on one thing. You see, the good thing and the bad thing when it comes to real estate investing is there's so many different shiny object syndromes out there. You have this platform, you have this platform, you have that form of marketing versus that one. And literally, you have every single guru, you have every single platform telling you why you shouldn't be doing this and why you should be doing this one. And you end up just getting like analysis paralysis, right? And so I need you to pick something and get laser focused in on it. I was having an interview with somebody who wanted to join my mentorship, and they had literally signed up for like 7 different, and I'm not exaggerating, different coaches and programs and mentorships. And I'm like, okay, well, what's the disconnect, right? Like, I promise you, all 7 of these people are not lying. I promise you that, right? We might not be a good fit to work together because what you're showing me is that you're not even giving these things time to work. You're just jumping from thing to thing to thing, right? And I don't want to be just another ring on your coaching journey, I guess you could say, right? Where you're just jumping from person to person, right? Like, you need to get locked in. I don't care if it's cold calling, then cold call. If it's sending text messaging, then send text messaging. If it's what is it? PPC, then do PPC, PPL, whatever it is, right? Just get locked in on something, okay? Now, I would recommend if you're just getting started, then yeah, try some of those cheaper forms of marketing before we go and we start spending, thousands of dollars a month in something like direct mail, okay? That's going to get very costly. That's going to add up very quickly, okay? So I guess that would be the number one thing that I want to share with you. Get locked in. Number two would be track your numbers. Now, listen, I am not a spreadsheet guy. I'm not a numbers guy. Me and Excel, we do not get along, okay? I can't tell you how many times I have wanted to throw my computer out of the window just because I didn't know how to work an Excel spreadsheet, y'all. In fact, I think I had a computer. It yeah, I definitely had a computer before I got started in real estate, but it wasn't like I used it very much. So it's not like I was tech savvy or computer savvy or anything like that, right? But one of the biggest mistakes that I had was I wasn't tracking my numbers effectively. Like, we call it in the industry KPIs, key performance indicators. Well, we need to know what's moving the needle, what's tracking things, right? And honestly, if I can be quite frank, it wasn't really until year 5 I really started to track these things, and I started to notice the gaps and the differences and where I can improve, right? It's like anything. If you don't track it, you can't measure it, you can't improve it, right? Think about trying to lose weight or get on the scale. Like if you just said, "Hey, I want to lose weight, but I never get on the scale," well, then how much weight do you know you want to lose, right? What's the number? What's your target? And so when you track your KPIs, what ends up happening is things like, you know, how many leads you need, like how many people you have to have a conversation with before you actually get somebody to say yes to your offer. How many offers do you have to have before you actually get one to go to the closing table? What's your average assignment fee or wholesale fee, right? These are things that are very important for you to know so that way you can build consistent income. Okay, that's super, super important, right? So I think that would be the second biggest thing. And you can keep this super, super, super simple. Like right out of the gate, what I want you to do is get a spreadsheet, or even if you need to get a piece of paper, like I don't blame you. I still take notes like crazy. I never leave without a notepad around me. But I want you to put down how many calls you're making, how many offers you're sending, how many people you're talking to, right? How many of those are you getting contracts signed, and how many of those contracts are actually going to the closing table, right? And you can basically do this with any form of marketing, right? I use cold calling for an example. Let's say text messaging. How many text messages am I sending? How many conversations am I having out of those text messages? How many offers are being sent? How many contracts are being signed? How many of those are going to the closing table? Same thing for PPL leads, which is on fire. It seems like the hot topic these days, right? How many paper leads am I getting every single month? How many people am I actually talking to from those leads? How many are getting offers? How many are getting contracts? How many are going to the closing table? So you get the point there, right? I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but that is extremely important, right? And it's also a great way for you to high level see your progress that you're making, right? And you can kind of start to see any disconnects or gaps. So those are the main two things that I think that you should focus on when you're just getting started in real estate investing. Focus in on one form of marketing or one strategy, and then start tracking your KPIs and your numbers. Two amazing things to help you get rocking and rolling. As a kind of bonus thing that I would throw in there, because I mentioned like platforms and systems, there would be two main platforms and systems that I would use. Actually, three that I would not do without. Number one, PropStream. Okay. The reason why I would use PropStream is because you need a place to pull data and run your comps. Okay. Period. You can't be an effective real estate investor without those things. I would use Investor Base, because if you're wholesaling, you can also find premium, true, actual end buyers for your wholesale deals. That's actually going to help you get paid. And then thirdly would be a CRM. I use Podio for my CRM. We have to keep up with our leads. And what a CRM is, a customer relationship management system, right? We just need to track those leads. So I hope this was kind of helpful. But I just kind of wanted to plant some seeds and give you some ideas and brainstorm with you on things that I would focus on if I was getting started from scratch all over again in 2025. So I don't know if this helped. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful, or if you want me to dig deeper or dive deeper into one of those areas or strategies. I don't mind doing it. But y'all have a beautifully blessed one. I'll chat with y'all soon.